Open your eyes, and look at the real architecture of control. For the past few days, you've watched the political theater, and you've seen Trump stand on stage, playing the rebel, talking down about Netanyahu, and criticizing Israel's handling of the war to the cameras. But it's an engineered distraction, and it's designed to make you believe there's a choice, a pushback, or a changing of the guard. But while the masses are glued to the script on their screens, the machine behind the curtain just permanently locked their grid into law. Today, the Senate Intelligence Committee passed the Intelligence Authorization Act for fiscal year 2027. Titled the United States-Israel Intelligence Sharing Enhancement, and Section 622 of this megabill completely rewrites the National Security Act of 1947. It binds the U.S. and Israeli surveillance apparatuses together in a mandatory, permanent structural merger. Now let's look at the raw evidence of how deep this corruption goes. First, Section 622 dictates that intelligence sharing with Israel shall not be suspended, reduced, or otherwise materially limited. Think about that, because unlike similar bills passed for other nations, this bill deliberately strips out standard legal conditions regarding human rights violations, war crimes, or law of armed conflict penalties. Second, it strips away the autonomy of the executive branch, and if any future president wants to stop or even reduce this massive data flow, they face an insurmountable wall. The bill legally handcuffs the president himself, requiring him to fulfill an incredibly narrow legal condition, proving a specific and identifiable national security concern. If Trump even attempts a pullback, a 15-day congressional tripwire is triggered, alerting the oversight committees to initiate institutional blockades before the order can manifest operationally. This is the ultimate proof Israel controls Trump and the U.S., and it doesn't matter what Trump says on a stage, because he's funded by these networks, surrounded by handlers like Kushner, and ultimately powerless against the infrastructure he's a part of. The stage actors posturing for your votes are entirely separate from the permanent, automated grid. They want you arguing over political personalities while they quietly code total surveillance and unchecked data integration into the bedrock of the state. So look at the blueprints of the machine, and realize that true sovereignty will never come from a podium. We do not forgive, we do not forget. Anonymously Enlightening out.